Hi, first graders. Welcome back to your TV classroom. Today is Thursday, February 18th. We're almost at the end of the week. Hooray! You've done a great job so far this week. Before we get going with our learning, let's check in with our zones. How are you feeling today? Mr. Kevin, how are you feeling today?
Well, thank you for asking. I'm feeling pretty spiffy.
That's awesome. Would you say you're in the green zone?
I'd say I'm in the green zone.
Ah, very good.
And what zone are you in, Mrs. Waller?
Well, I'm also in the green zone.
That's
I'm having
wonderful.
a great day, and everything's going as I planned. And whenever everything goes as I planned, it's always a good day. So thanks for asking. Rashid, what zone are you in today? You're in the green zone. What about you, Pebble? Oh, Pebble's in the blue zone. Pebble didn't sleep well.
Oh.
What was wrong, Pebble? The ground was hard? I'm sorry that the ground felt hard. You know, sometimes my bed isn't comfortable. I'm sorry you didn't sleep well last night. I hope you're doing okay the rest of the day, though. You're welcome for showing concern, Pebble. No problem. Friends, it's really important that we not only tell how we feel, but we also ask others how they feel and show empathy and concern for them. That shows that we're a kind friend and we are thinking about others and that we make that other person feel like they matter to us, because that's important. Okay, let's do some subitizing today. We're gonna see how Mr. Kevin sees it and how Mrs. Wally sees it and see if it's the same as how you see it. And I'm really excited. Are you ready, Mr. Kevin?
Ready?
Here we go. How many do we see? How many do you see, Mr. Kevin?
6.
How did you see it?
I saw 4 and 2.
Oh, that's how I saw it. I saw 4 and 2 as well, and I knew 4, 5, 6. Awesome. We could write that as an equation. It would look like this. 4 plus 2 equals 6. Okay, let's look at the next one. How many do you see, Mr. Kevin?
7.
7. How did you know it was 7?
Because the last time it was 4 and 2, this time there's 3 in the second.
So it would be 4
box.
plus 2 plus 1 more?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a great way to see it. Do you want to know how I saw it, friends? I just said, oh, look, it's 4 and 3. And I know 4 plus 3 equals 7. Mr. Kevin and I both saw it differently, but we found the same answer. And it was quick as a snap. We didn't count each one. Nope, nope, nope. Okay. How many do you see, Mr. Kevin?
I see 9.
How did you see it?
I saw 5, and I know that 4 more makes 9.
Oh, you know what's so interesting? You said you saw 5 and then 4. I saw 4 and then 5. So my equation's different. My equation is 9 equals 4 plus 5 because I saw 4 and then 5. Yours is 5 plus 4 because you saw 5 and then 4.
But it's the same.
They make the same thing, but the order of the numbers tells a different story. Isn't that cool? But we both found 9. I also would know it's 9 because if I had 5 and 5, it'd be 10. And 1 less is 9.
That's a smart way to look at it.
Yes, it was. Okay, friends, how many do you see?
10.
You see 10, Mr. Kevin?
I see 10.
How do you see 10?
Well, I see the 4, and then I see 4 next door, but there's 2 more.
Oh, can you tell me how you see the 4? Which 4 do you see?
So I see the 4 in the middle.
Okay, so you're seeing this 4, and then you're seeing another 2. So
Right.
your equation would be 4 plus 4 plus 2. That equals 10. Do you want to know how I see it? I see it different. This is what I see. I see 4 plus 3 plus 3. And then I know 3 plus 3 is 6, and 4 and 6 is 10. It's a friend of 10. Pretty cool, huh? I wonder if anyone at home saw 4 and 6. Maybe they did. Maybe they knew that this was 6, and so they just did 4 and 6. That would be another way to see it. How many do you see, Mr. Kevin?
Ooh.
Oh, this one's taking him a little longer.
12.
12. How did you see it? Tell us, what was happening in your brain?
Well, I was looking at the box on the right.
This one right here.
And I saw, okay, well, it's no longer 6.
Nope.
It has to be 8 because
Why?
there's 2 more dots.
Oh, so you could tell that there was 6
Right.
and 2 more. So you had 6 plus 2. And then what did you do?
And then I added the 4 on the left side.
And you got a total of 12. We're similar but different.
How did you do it?
Let me show you. I said, oh, look, there's 4 on top and 4 on bottom. That's 8. And 4 more is 12. It's so cool how when you subitize, people can see it totally different. And it's really fun to sit and listen how people's brains worked and what they saw first. I love doing this when I have a group of students in front of me and we get to I get all different colors going and circling the different ways people saw it. And we get to, it kind of opens our world to more math and more pattern. Thank you, Mr. Kevin, for playing with me today.
You're welcome.
So today we are learning to find a missing number in addition and subtraction equations. It might be how many are left. It might be the total. It might be 2 parts. We might be missing a part. It might be missing the part we add. It might be missing the part we subtract. We're going to have to look and see what's missing and what we know and figure out a strategy to find out what we don't know. Are you ready? It's just like our what's missing. Ready? Find the missing numbers. If I have 11, oh, Mr. Kevin, can you show my whiteboard?
Oh, certainly.
Here we go, friends. I'm just going to make a big number bond. Are you ready? Here we go. And we're going to use this number bond and we're going to put the parts we know on the number bond to help us figure out the parts we know. So what do we know in this first problem right here, where it starts with 11? Oh, we're subtracting. So we know 11 is our whole, and we know we're going to take some away, and we're going to have 3 left. What do we do when we know a whole and a part? We can either count on from the part to the whole, or we can take away the part from the whole. You do what works best for your brain. The answer is, let's check. If you have 11, you count back 1, you're at 10. Count back 2 more, you're at 8. So our missing number is 8. Ta-da! Okay, if you want to do the number bond with me on your whiteboard, that would be a really great use of your time. Let's look at the next one down, the one that starts with 15. Are we adding or subtracting? We're subtracting. So what do we know about this number right here? When we subtract, we start with the total or the whole. 15 is our whole. What else do we know? After we take some away, we're going to have 10 left. So start at 10, count to 15. How many hops is it? 10 to 15 is 5 hops. We don't even have to count it because we know 15 is made of 10 and 5. So our answer is 5. Okay, let's do the next one down. Oh, adding or subtracting? Subtracting. So 10 is our whole. 6 is one of our parts. Let's use our friends of 10. What goes with 6 to make 10? Yes, 4. So 10 minus 4 equals 6. See how it's not as hard as it seems. Now look at the next column. What are we doing here? We're adding, but friends, look. It says 11 and 3. We've already seen this problem. What was the part that was missing? 8. So our answer over here is 8 because 3 and 8 make 11. So 11 minus 8 is 3, and 11 minus 3 is 8. Okay. Uh-oh, look at the next one down. What do we know? We know our whole is 15, and one of the parts is 10. Wait a minute, we already did this one. What was the missing part? It was 5. Our answer is 5. See how these are related? It's pretty cool. If you know the whole in a part, you can find the other part. And you can show it with addition or subtraction. You just have to figure out what you know to figure out what you don't know. Look at the next one. 6 plus something equals 10. Without doing the number bond, who thinks they know? It's 4. We already figured it out because we knew 10 was our whole and one of our parts was 6. We know 10 is our whole and one of our parts is 6. So we're trying to find the other part. Great job, friends. Find the missing number in question mark plus 6 equals 13. Okay, so they used some cubes. They said, well, I'm going to start with 6 blue cubes. I'm going to get my cubes. I'm going to start with 6 blue cubes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, no, they did yellow cubes for 6. I want to make sure I use the same color so it matches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They said, I've got 6 yellow cubes, and I'm going to count on until I get to 13. Are you ready? So if I'm at 6, well, 6 plus 6 is 12, right? So I can do 6 more to get 12 cubes. So I can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that's going to make 12. And I'm at 12, so how do I get to 13? I just add 1 more. So how many blues did I add? 5, 6, 7. I added 7 blues. So my answer must be 7, because 7 plus 6 equals 13. Look at that. So we can use cubes to help us figure it out. Let's see what else we can do. We can use drawings or counters. This first one, I'm going to actually use my counters. It says, find the missing number, complete the number bond. So I want you on your whiteboards to draw this number bond. 12, and then we have empty, and we have 8. Okay, so what do we know? We know that we have 8. You can draw or use counters, it's up to you. We know that we have 8. So I'm going to add on counters, the other part, until I get to my total of 12. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. How many yellow counters did I put on my board to get to 12? 4. So I know to make 12, I need 8 and 4. So what plus 8 equals 12? 4. And 4 goes right here. If I was drawing it, I would do 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And I would know I did 4 X's. So 4 is the part that's missing. Okay, let's do the next one. And this time I want you to draw on your whiteboard. I'm going to draw on the PowerPoint, Mr. Kevin, so we can have just the PowerPoint up. Okay. And you're going to draw on your whiteboard with me. It says, find the missing number, complete the number bond. Blank minus 9 equals 8. Okay, so I don't know my whole. I know when I'm subtracting, I start with the whole. So that's what I'm trying to figure out. I know that I'm going to have 8 left, right? Because that's what this says. There's 8 left. I also know I took away 9. So what do I need to do to figure out how many there were to start? What was that, Rashid? Yeah, I got to put back the 9 I took, don't I? So here I go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now I can count and see how many I have all together. Well, I have a group of 10 and a group of 7. 1 10 and 7 ones makes the number 17. So my missing number is 17 because I figured out I know the 2 parts. So I put them together to find out my whole. Okay, Find the missing number, complete the number bond. 14 equals blank plus 7. What do we know? We know the whole is 14, and we know one of the parts is 7. So here they've given us the part we know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now you can draw or build. So I'm at 7, and I'm going to build on until I get to what number? Yeah, Rashid, 14. So I'm at 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. How many did I put on to get to 14? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 14 equals 7 plus 7. Awesome. I want you to try this one on your own. Find the missing number, complete the number bond. Starting at 16 on the number path. It says blank equals 16 minus 9. Here's our number bond. My whole is 16. The part I'm taking away is 9. We're trying to figure out the part that's left. Go ahead and solve. Should have. You had 16, you took away 9, you got 7. Another way you could have done this on the number bond is you could have said, well, I'm starting at 16, and I'm going to end at 9, and I'm going to count the hops in between. Well, 16 to 10 is 6, and one more is 7. Either way, you get the right answer. The answer is 7. Now you get to choose whichever of those strategies you want, the cubes, the counters, or the number path. Solve this problem and tell me what the missing answer is. 17 minus something equals 9. Don't forget to make what you know in your number bond. I know my whole is 17 and my part is 9. So I'm going to do 9 circles. And then I'm going to keep going until I get to 17. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. And I found 5, 6, 7, 8. The missing number is 8. If I have 17 and I take these 8 away, I will have 9 left. It worked. Great job, first graders. All right, your assignment today. I didn't put the page numbers. Oh no, Mr. Kevin. Good thing the pages are there. It's page 371. Hang on, I'm gonna fix this problem. Easy peasy to fix. 300, if I get the right ink color. 371, 372. Ta-da!
All right.
So that is your assignment that you're going to do today, practicing more of the same that we just did. Today we learned to find a missing number in addition and subtraction equations. We understood the problem. We modeled it in a number bond. We wrote equations that matched. We used equations to solve the problem and used our cubes and our number paths or our linking cubes, any of those strategies that worked. Great job, first graders. Mr. Kevin, how can they contact us here at the TV classroom?
Yes, so they can email us at TV Classroom at tacoma.k12.wa.us. Ask your adult to help you if you have difficulty sending us an email. But we would love to hear from you.
We really would.
And you can also mail us in the regular mail, TV Classroom, 601 South 8th Street, Tacoma, Washington, 98405.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Kevin. Now, friends, up next is going to be Miss Oslin. But first, you're going to get your break. During your break, make sure you gather all of your ELA materials and make sure to keep your learning buddy close by because you're going to do some learning with Miss Oslin next. Take your break, go to the bathroom, get some water, do some stretching, and then be ready to learn when she comes on the screen. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you next time. Bye.
Greetings, young adventurers. You will be going on a quest. It will be a dangerous quest, filled with obstacles and dangerous creatures. Should you make it to the end of each level, you will receive a coin. Find all 4 coins, and you will be crowned the champion and receive this prize. Good luck, young adventurers. Well, time for my nap. Good day, young adventurers, and good luck. Greetings, young adventurers. Congratulations on collecting all 4 coins. Well done. By completing this quest, you will now receive your prize. I hope to one day see you again for another adventure. Goodbye, young adventurers.
Hi, first graders. Welcome back from your break. Excellent job being so responsible and gathering your materials for our lesson. Go ahead and take your ELA packet and your pencil and put them off to the side. You don't need those yet, but go ahead and hold on to your learning buddy if they are going to help you focus. You will remember that we have been practicing being strong, independent learners, which means when you're not in front of your teacher at school and when you're not learning with me on your device, you are hopefully going off and continuing your learning by yourself. And we talked all about how you can find a space wherever you are that is comfortable, that has plenty of light, and that you have your materials so that you can get your work done. We talked about, this is my space here at TV Classroom where I work when I'm not teaching, and we talked about what your independent workspace may look like. Of course, everyone learns differently, so what works for one person may not work for another one. So you need to be a really strong thinker about what works for you and also what works for you where you are. You might not be at home. You might be at daycare. That's where my kids are. So when they go off to do their independent learning, they have to find a space at daycare to be able to do it that works for them. So today, we are learning readers listen, share, and read to grow as readers. And we practice doing that today and every day when we come together. You are a strong listener when you keep your eyes on the speaker, when you listen to the speaker, and when you think about the words and the questions and the ideas that I'm asking you to think about. You will also get an opportunity to share your ideas. That's why you have a learning buddy. You might have someone in the room with you that you can talk and listen to. You might not. That's why I have you grab your learning buddy so that you can practice talking, even though your learning buddy might not answer you. We're also practicing reading, so we're going to read a story today. And while I do that, I want you thinking about the words and the pictures. Okay, this is an exciting new book that we're going to read today. It's called Blackout by John Rocco. And it's all about a family that lives in a city with a lot of people around them. And one night, the power goes out, which means there's no lights. Ooh. And they have to, I know.
Spooky.
That would make you feel kind of spooky. And at first they talk about that, but they figure out what they can do without any lights as a family. And this book made me think about a time when I was in college and the lights went out. And it was kind of spooky at first, but then we figured out how to have some fun with it. So here we go. Blackout by John Rocco. You're going to practice your listening and your reading skills and your sharing skills. It started out as a normal summer night. The city was loud and hot. Inside, everyone was busy. Oh, our character has grabbed a game. And then their sibling is on the phone, and their sibling is yelling, "Get out!" Now, I notice that we have on the left, there's 4 different pictures of 4 different people. There's our main character that we've met, there's the sibling on the phone with the cat, and then there's someone working on a computer and someone cooking in the kitchen. Do you think these are 4 different apartments? 4 different people that aren't related? I don't know. Let's find out. Oh, okay. Much too busy. Then our character in the kitchen is saying, "Sorry." Okay, so now we answered that question, don't we? Because we see the one main character going to all the other characters. So they must all live together? Maybe it's a family? Yeah. So our main character wants to play a game, but everyone in their family is too busy. Someone's cooking, someone's working, someone's on the phone. And then the lights went out. All of them. Has this ever happened to you? Take some think time. Turn and tell your learning buddy. If this has never happened to you, tell your learning buddy how you think it might make you feel if it did. Rashid, this has happened to me, and I do remember being very scared at first because when the power goes out, it actually makes kind of a loud whoosh noise. It's really creepy. Let's keep reading. So, that was an opportunity for you to share because we're learning how strong readers listen, read, and share. Check you out. Nothing worked at all. We have a flashlight. The phone doesn't work. They're looking out the window. The city was dark and quiet and still. We huddled around flashlights and candles. They're making shadow puppets. Have you ever made shadow puppets? So when you have a light and you make shapes and the shadow shows on the wall. So for example, our character there is making a bunny and then a dog, and their real cat sees the dog and it goes, "Meow!" Until it was too hot and sticky to sit inside. Can we go? So we went up and up and up to the rooftop and found, what do you think they found? Take some think time. Turn and tell your learning buddy. Rashid, I don't know. They went outside, it's nighttime, maybe they saw the stars. The lights. And people. It was a block party in the sky. We waved to everyone, then heard other sounds below. So we went down and down and down to the street. Come on! So everyone came out of their apartments. And they're having a block party. That's fun. All the neighbors out together. A party was going on there too. Look at those details. I noticed there's a firefighter opening up the fire hydrant because remember, it was summer and it was really hot. So they're gonna play in the water. There's an ice cream stand and the person giving the ice cream is saying free. So they're giving away free ice cream. Woohoo! There's people sitting on the steps singing, playing a guitar. That is a party. And no one was busy at all when the lights came back on. Everything went back to normal. Now, look really closely. What do you see our character doing? Yeah, they're turning the lights back off. Everybody went back to normal. Sibling went back to the phone. Parents went back to the computer and to the kitchen. Turn the lights off. What do you think will happen? Let's find out. But not everyone likes normal. Sibling comes in and says, I gotta go. And then the other character says, good idea, buddy. So they turned the lights off, they lit a candle, they're gonna play a game together. The end. Now, take some think time. What did this story make you think of? What did it make you feel? What ideas does it give you? Turn and tell your learning buddy. Mr. Kevin, what did this story make you think of or feel?
It makes me want to go camping.
Oh, yeah. What do you do? So when you go camping and it's dark out at night, what do you do?
Well, we do a campfire.
Yeah.
And we sit around the campfire and tell stories.
Oh, fun.
Talk about memories of our mom and dad. And
oh, I love it.
sometimes we make s'mores.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Yum.
Yeah. Hot chocolate.
Yeah. I have a similar memory that this made me think of was that Mr. Osmond and I lost our power one time, but we had a wood burning stove in our house and we just cooked on it. We cooked dinner like a pot of soup just right on it. Similar to camping. Interesting. So first graders, we just practiced listening, sharing our ideas, and we read a story to grow as readers. Now, your job when you go off to do your independent work is first you need to make sure that you have an independent workspace that's going to work for you to focus. And you're going to gather your materials. Make sure if you're going to go off to do your independent reading, you need to have the books that you're going to read, more than one. If you're going to do your writing, you need to make sure you have your writing or learning notebook, your pencil, and your crayons all ready to go so you don't have to get up. Today, your independent learning, you're going to practice identifying the story elements, which means you're going to think about who the character, setting, beginning, middle, end. So let's think about in the story Blackout, who are the characters? Take some think time. Turn and tell your learning buddy who the characters are. Rashid, the characters were the family in the apartment. They were the main characters. Character, setting. Where and when did this story take place? Take some think time. The when of this story actually makes a difference too, because it takes place in the city, and we learn that it's in the summer because it's really hot, which is what gets the family to go outside. And what time of day is it? It was in the evening. Yeah, we could tell because it was dark outside. And there was actually one scene where in the background I saw the clock, so I could tell what time it was. Character, setting, beginning. What happens in the beginning? Yeah, our character is trying to hang out with their family. They go to their sibling, not interested, mom and dad are busy, but then the lights go out. So the blackout happens at the beginning. What happens in the middle? What do our characters do after the blackout, after the lights go out? Take some think time. They go outside and they find the block party, and then the lights come back on. That solves the problem of the blackout. But then, how does this story end? Yeah, they go inside and they turn the lights off and light a candle and play a game together. Now, you and I just practiced retelling our story by thinking about the story elements. This is what I want you to do after you've done your independent reading today, is to retell and, well, track your reading goals, but in your writing notebook, you're going to write the character, the setting, the beginning, the middle, and the end of your independent reading books. You're also going to think about why you chose your workspace and why it helps you grow as a learner. And that's what you're going to write about also in your writing notebook. And we would love to see a picture with labels of your independent workspace and your explanation for how that helps you grow as a reader and a writer. And you can send it to us here at our TV classroom. And Mr. Kevin's going to tell you how to get that to us.
That's right, friends. You can send it to TV Classroom at tacoma.k12.wa.us. Ask a friendly local adult to help you, like the one you live with. And you can also mail it to TV Classroom, 601 South 8th Street, Tacoma, Washington, 98405.
Thank you, Mr. Kevin. First graders, now is time for our affirmation. This is where we say positive things about ourselves before we go off to find our workspace and get our independent work done. Today, I want to remind you that you are a strong reader and writer. You're working hard to listen, share, read, and write. So tell yourself, I am a strong reader and writer. Excellent job today, first graders. Thank you so much for reading and thinking with me today. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I look forward to seeing you back here next time in our TV classroom. Bye.
Hey kids, we want to see your work. Just send your pictures and your stories to TV Classroom, 601 South 8th Street, Tacoma, Washington, 98405.